Hey Gemini, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. This is going to be a reading for December 2022. Before we get into your reading, I'm going to start with a couple of pre-messages I got while getting into your energy. I heard resilient, vicious people learn hard, check your ego out the door, not everyone is made equal, and then I heard Viper, strike back instead of step back. I don't even know if they still have it, but when I was younger, they had the Viper alarm, and when you would get close to it, it'd say Viper, step back. But I heard Viper, strike back. All right, so let's get into your reading and see how that resonates with you. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that this next year is going to bring abundance and joy for all of us. Let's see, Gemini for December. Alright, this will be our last shuffle. Alright, Gemini. Okay, then. And this is how I always do my messages, because I don't want my energy to influence your reading. I always want spirit to, even when I do my own messages for myself, I never pick my cards. I don't want my energy to be what's impacting things. I want the real message. All right. Love it. Bottom of the deck, you had the High Priestess. So, sorry guys, this is like a whole new setup for me. I'm still kind of trying to figure out things. So, anyways, bottom of the deck, you had the High Priestess. And with her being here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like that you're very tapped into your intuition right now, even at times where you're not expecting to be. You might be getting downloads throughout the day at random times. In your current energy, you have the Knight of Pentacles crossed by the Seven of Swords. Okay. So I felt like there was somebody who was sneaky and shady in your environment, or you might feel like you have to be that way to maintain your environment in some way, shape, or form. Let's get some more clarifiers real quick. Gemini for December. So you're making movement towards your abundance. For some of you, you might be moving towards a relationship of some sort that has potential for long term. Somebody's doing so I'm getting a different energy with this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like somebody was deceptive, and that caused you to kind of move forward. And I feel like you lost some abundance in some way, shape, or form in the process of doing so. There's some sort of reality, a harsh truth that you had to accept, but it's causing you to go back to having balance again in your life. You're trying to, like, there was something that you had wanted for yourself as a kid, like to be happy, to be joyful, to, there was some sort of like emotional hope that you had had. And I don't feel like you necessarily got that yet. I feel like for some of you, I'm getting a couple of different things. So for some of you, there was somebody sneaky and shady in your environment, and that came to light for you. And that caused you, I feel like there was like a lot of messages along the way, but you kept trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Sorry guys, I get like a lot of stuff, so I don't feel like I explain it. So let me go back a little bit. I feel like for some of you that this message resonates with, there was somebody in your environment that they were sneaky and shady. They were deceptive. They were taking things from you. I felt like you kept, like, whether it was your intuition, people telling you something, you were hearing something, or whatever it was for you, there was something that was causing you to kind of have doubt in the person, place, or thing, relationship, whatever it was for you. And things ultimately came to light, and you couldn't neglect that. Like, you couldn't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. Like, you know that this person, place, or thing has to be moved on from. So you did that. You started to move away from it. And I felt like that was like a slow process for you. It's a hard journey. I feel like there's pieces of it that you're making a little bit harder for yourself than what necessarily needs to be. But definitely, I feel like in this process of you stepping into you for the first time, or again, whatever it is for you, I feel like you lost some of the abundance along the way. But I feel like you're going to go into that. You're going to, like, you were too, okay. You might have been too long in a place that wasn't nurturing, that wasn't allowing you to grow. Sorry. You weren't getting the nutrition that you needed in your environment to flourish and to develop and grow and build and become everything that you could be. So in the process of leaving that, yes, you might lose something, but ultimately you're going to gain more because you're going to go to something that's better suited for you. For others of you, I felt like in their environment, like you might be currently working, and it's been like you're not getting the pay that you feel like you should be entitled to, or there might have been a lot of finances, especially because we're in the holidays, right? So in December, you might have been losing a lot more finances than what you regularly would. I feel like some of you might have, okay. For some of you, there might be somebody in your work environment that's doing something sneaky and deceptive and you're aware of it, but you're trying to like ignore it and just do you. For others of you, you might have gotten an opportunity to do something sneaky and shady to make more money, like a quick scheme, a quick buck. Be careful because you know what they say about those things. So I feel like you're just needing to plan and strategize more. For some of you, you might be like trying to hold on. You might be trying to like refocus. Like for some of you, you might be like paying your credit card and then using that money right away to pay another bill. Like I feel like it's robbing from Paul to pay Peter. Let's see. I don't want to spend too long in this energy. It's your current. You're going to move out of it. Clarification. Sorry, guys. They have to drop. Okay. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So, like, obviously, like, you're trying to live abundant. You're trying to, like, make sure everybody gets a Christmas present. Make sure that all your bills are paid. Make sure that like your animals are taken care of. And like we just got off of Thanksgiving, like there's a lot of resources going out of the door right now, right? And you're still trying to put on a good face, make sure that everybody sees you in a positive way. But I feel like it's hard. It's very hard for you. There might be a lot of stress being caused for you right now. And then there's like parts of it that might be hard for you, even because like you were like, you got those like little, what are they called? Like you were prompted to like kind of hold back before you kept going. And I felt like for some of you, you're at a concerning point right now. And you're kind of like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I handle this? But you're just going to be working more. Like get a second job if you need to. Put in more hours at work if you need to. Whatever it needs to be for you. Like get yourself back in balance. Make sure that you rely on spirit. Put your wishes out there. Put your intent out there. And see that everything's going to come back to you full circle. I feel like for some of you, you might be working really hard right now and not seeing the fruits of your labor. And you're just like, keep working. But I feel like ultimately you're going to come into like a time of abundance. You're going to see the fruition of your fruit. Like after the holidays, right? We're going to have like more balance. Things are going to kind of calm down. There won't be so many gifts being bought and like there won't be so many holidays where we have to do like group gatherings and a bunch more food and things like that. So don't worry, don't stress. Allow yourself to breathe. Remind yourself to breathe in those moments, and then just re-strategize. Make sure that you're going to work and doing what you need to do and handling your bills. Like I said, get another job if you need to. And you're not the only one stressing about this. I just did another reading and this was something that came up for them. Everybody's worried about their finances this time of year. It's normal. But the thing of it is to make sure that we're being mindful and strategizing and making good, smart decisions so that when the beginning of the year comes, we're in a good place. Instead of just like, oh, fuck it. Or, sorry. Instead of like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep spending because I've already spent it. And I'm going to just keep spending, right? So just be mindful of that. At a soul level, you have death to rebirth. So I feel like at a soul level, you're definitely going through some sort of transition, Gemini. You made some sort of change in your life. For some of you, like I was pulling up earlier, like you walked away from something because it wasn't good for you. It wasn't healthy. So you moved on. And now you're just trying to reclaim yourself, relearn yourself. Let's see. In the Four of Cups. Or, sorry, is that the 5? No, the 4. The Four of Cups. So I feel like that's hard for you right now. Like you're emotionally disappointed. You have the Devil card coming out with it. So I feel like for you, there's like toxic things that you're used to, like as far as relationships goes. It doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. But I feel like you're learning new ways of handling people and being yourself as well. I felt like for some of you, you might feel like it's never going to be the relationship that you're looking for. It's always going to be like just a step below. For some of you, there's like this feeling of like you don't know yourself yet. You haven't learned yourself yet. And you feel like you should already know yourself, and that's disappointing. I'm getting that if that message resonates for you, you need to spend more time with yourself, and just with your thoughts. Quit running from your thoughts, because you put on, like, you did what other people wanted you to do. Now you need to learn who you are and what you want to do. It's part of going into this new part of you. At a soul level, I feel like you're recreating yourself. You're aware of there's disappointing energies that you need to reevaluate, and there's toxic tendencies that have kind of created your habits and your environment. And I feel like you're moving away from that, but you're not sure how to do that quite yet. Don't worry though, we're going to get some advice. Your recent past, you have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like in your recent past, for some of you, I feel like you have gotten a lot of offers to go out on dates. There's something that you're inspired to move forward towards. I feel like you've been very creative lately. Let's see, we have the High Priestess and the King of Swords. Yeah, so you're using your intuition. Actually, okay, hold on. I'm getting a couple of things. In your recent past, there was like a lot of like, how do you say? Like some of you might have Christmas parties or like holiday parties, group gatherings, birthday parties, what have you. And I felt like you were like the center of attention in a lot of those environments. A lot of people showed interest in you. Some of you might have been offered several dates. And I feel like you're just trying to learn yourself. I felt like you enjoyed that energy, but at the same time, it wasn't necessarily what you were looking for. I felt like there's a lot of like awareness, like aha moments. I feel like you're getting to know yourself, and I feel like you're becoming more aware with how people in your environment see you. Yeah, I felt like for a lot of you guys in your recent past, somebody might have wanted to date you. I felt like there was an offer placed, but I feel like you're kind of still strategizing or thinking about it, kind of reviewing the option. I feel like you're just having fun in your recent past. Like there's no hard, solid connections. You're trying to learn yourself, your new self, who you are. You're trying to like balance your finances. And I feel like you're just really observing your environment. I don't feel like you're talking much to the people in it. I feel like you're just being more aware of it. I feel like people might be talking to you more often from what you're used to, but I don't feel like you're really sharing and divulging much information. Yeah, I feel like you're just more like the sponge. You're observing, you're learning, like that kind of stuff. You're not playing and interacting very much with the energy around you. these days, currently. What crowns you is the Four of Wands. So you're thinking very much about your stability. You want to have, you want to be happy. You want to be content. You want to have it stable. You want to have your home in check, your family in check. Not like in check, but like you want it stable. You want your home environment stable, your family environment stable. You want to have a good job, good opportunities. You just want you want to be happy. You want to be happy, Gemini. What clarifies that is the Hangman. So I feel like you're seeing things from different perspectives these days. You might be thinking about things a little bit differently. Let's see, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands again. So yeah, I'm getting like definitely somebody walked away from something, and you're thinking about that. You think about what you walked away from and why you walked away from it, and you're like you have a new a new perspective. For some of you, I feel like you don't know exactly what you want, but you know what you don't want. And I feel like you're trying to figure out like what's the path, the journey to get there. But there's something you're not allowing yourself to see. I feel like you get trapped in your thoughts a lot. And that causes that circulation. So that you're not really moving forward currently. You're just kind of in limbo somewhat, evaluating and observing. But ultimately, you are going to have a stable home, Gemini. That's what you're focused on. You're just trying to see things from different perspectives. And I think that's smart. I think that's the Gemini thing to do, right? We like to know the different avenues, the different ways that things come about, see things from different perspectives. Because we ultimately want what's best for us. We want to be happy. And I think that's freaking smart and good. Your near future, you have the Wheel. So definitely some sort of changes coming in for you. Let's see. The Wheel. We have the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so this change that's going to be coming in your near future, you're the one that creates it. And it's because you are, I don't want to say stubborn, but it's kind of like you're stubborn. You're like, this is how I want my life to be, and I refuse to have it anyway else. Like, you want to be happy. So you're going to be happy, Gemini. You're going to... I feel like in your near future, there's going to be a lot more balance. You're going to feel more balanced. There's something that you're wanting to create. There's a way you see your life going, and you're willing to put the hard work in to get there. And so how could you not get it? Like, if you do the work, like if you're doing everything you need to, and you're like stuck in that energy of like you refuse to give up, ultimately you're going to get what you want, because how could you not? I don't mean a person, place, or thing. Well, I don't mean a person, because everybody has their own will. But like, you see yourself being happy. You see yourself as having something that you are passionate and inspired by. There's a way you see your life being, a new way of living, and you don't want to let go of that. You don't want to settle for what can be. There's some sort of, like, for some of you, there's a communication you want to come in. You're disappointed because it hasn't yet. I don't know why I keep getting that. Or if it will at all. I don't know. But either way, Gemini, your near future, you're going to be having a new way of doing things. Like, that you're... Okay, that's cool. Sorry. So at a soul level, you're trying to figure out who you are. And I feel like in like the course of like maybe 6 weeks, 6 months, you're going to more know who you are. You're going to be more stable within yourself. You're going to feel content and just stable. And it's going to be like a new you, but there's going to be elements obviously that are the same, but it's going to be a new you, but it's really going to be who you've always been, but who you didn't know. I don't know how to say it, if I'm saying it right, but there's a you within you. So there's a Gemini somewhere within you, Gemini. that is who you want to be. And you're trying to find that person. And I feel like you're gonna find that person. You're focused on it, and you refuse to not be that, to not find that, to not get that. This thing you want to create, you put so much energy into it, and you refuse to think that it's not an option. So how could it not? All right. How you see yourself is the page in reverse. Sorry, the page of wands in reverse. So right now, hold up. Before we move on, I gotta show you. So this is how yours are right now. The way that your cards are laid out. This is how you see yourself. This is how other people see you. And you see it? It's like a mirror. It's like a reflection, right? It's like these people that they're dancing in the water, kind of. I don't know how to. I don't know. Hopefully you understood. But so the message that I'm getting from this part though is like other people see the great that you have within you, but you're not really seeing it yet. You're trying to grasp it. You're trying to like find it. But they think you already have it. They see you, that you're already intuitive, you're already spiritual, you're already guided, you're already blessed, you're already abundant, you already can do like things that most people can't. People see you in an amazing light, Gemini. But I don't feel like you fully see yourself in that way yet, but you're going to. Okay. All right. So page of wands. Okay, so the page of wands in reverse, you have the 9 of cups and the 6 of pentacles. Yeah, so you are, Gemini. You're going to be and learning how awesome you are. You're going to like really start to like, what is that? Soak that, absorb that within yourself. You're going to start to see like, yes, you are the ones who make your wish come true. You're the ones that you are the one who makes your destiny come true. You are the one who makes your hopes and your wish fulfillment come true. You're the one that brings yourself balance. You're the one who can do this. Nobody else can do it for you. So Page of Swords. Other people see you as somebody who is very communicative, maybe argumentative at times. We have the Temperance and the 10 of Cups. Page of Swords. Oh, shoot. Okay, Gemini. Okay, hold on. Okay, for some of you, somebody wants to like seriously date you. They see you as their wish fulfillment. They see you as the person who will balance them out. They see you as their other greater half, the person that will complement them, right? I feel like that some people have made offers to you, and I feel like you can trust it. I feel like, hold on, let's pull some cards. Some people have made, like I said, there's been people like asking you out on dates and stuff lately. And I feel like you're not sure how to go with it. You're not sure how to think about it and how to perceive it. Okay. So somebody's more consistent than the rest, right? That's always how it works. So the one that's the most consistent, what is their energy? The most consistent. Oh shit. So you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. The one most. Okay. And that'll be enough for that. I'll just put this over there. Okay, and you also got let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Some of you might have got asked out by a coworker. I'm just going to say. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I can't read. Engagement. Your life. Freaking cow. Sorry, guys. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right. So, take it as it resonates. I didn't see anything really concerning other than like release your ex. But like from this energy, it seems like you're in the process of learning yourself, letting yourself go. So for some of you, like if you had a crappy partner in your past, you might have things that they, like crappy things that they said to you, replay from time to time. You might still have like, where you're used to certain patterns that they created. So just find your way out of that. You'll be good. You'll be good, Gemini. Your hopes and or fears is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So you're fearful that your finances aren't going to come out the way that you want. You're fearful that you're not going to find the connection that you want. You're fearful that there's always going to be some lack going on. Clarify that you have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you keep speaking this energy into existence or thinking it into existence. You keep on this. Be careful, Gemini, because what you think about, you bring about. And me personally, every time I've been having that, like kind of some negative energies where I'm thinking doubtful. And every time that happens, I remind myself of all the good. Like this, I don't know if it was this reading or another one. Yeah. You're the one that does it for yourself. Like the message was saying earlier. You need to remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of how every time you did cover the bill, you did make sure that there was food on the table. You did provide the gift that your children, your family, your loved one was needing. You did take care of the way that you needed to take care of. Things may not always be perfect, but they're good enough the way that you need them in the moments. Like you're provided for, you're taken care of. You have the ability to get up and get the resources that if you need additional ones, you can do it, Gemini. So be careful of your thoughts right here. You're fearful of having a lack in your life. And I feel like you've definitely had that experience in the past and you just keep replaying it, like you're recalling it. You like if you're having issues with bills right now, let's say, you're sitting there remembering all the times that you had issues with bills and all the issues that can arise from it. And it just like ends up in this cycle of like it's a problem, you know? So when you're feeling that lack and that you're like these thoughts of like, oh, I'm not going to be able to cover it. I'm like, this isn't going to work out. Whatever it is for you, you need to remind yourself like there's freaking jobs all around the corner. I could go get a part-time job if I need to. You're able, you're capable. There's resources out there. Google's amazing. So if you need additional help, make sure you reach out to your community resources. If you need to like rebudget, make sure you plan out your budget. Whatever it is for you, Gemini, you're very smart and capable. So make sure that you check your energy. Don't allow it to just fester in this cycle of like doubt and fear, because that's where you're going to take yourself. That's not where you want to go. Oh, I love it. Your final outcome should things remain the same. You have the Star. So you're definitely heading for healing. You're going to be happy, Gemini. You are going to be happy. Let's see. Oh, look it. I have to show you. So your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Star card. Okay. And to clarify that, you have Judgment with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And your fears, you have the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So definitely, Gemini, like speak truth, speak joy, speak prosperity, speak positive to your life, and great things are going to happen. Whatever you think about, you bring about. The energy where your energy goes, that's where things grow. So be careful. Be careful what you're focusing on. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. So speak your truth. Okay, with the high priestess right here. So, sorry guys, listen. So when you're having these moments of doubt within yourself, make sure that you're checking yourself like immediately, and then refocusing, and then say, like, if you're having one negative thought, like make sure you have like at least 3 positive affirmations after. Like retrain yourself. That's what you're in the process of right now, right? So make sure that you're teaching yourself good habits instead of bad habits. All right, we're gonna get some advice from spirits. All right, current energies advice. Strength. Yeah, so in your current energy of where you're doubtful of like the people, the environment. Sorry, I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. You need to be confident within yourself, whether you need to move away from somebody, whether you need to get another job, whether you need to like get your finances in order, whatever it is for you, Gemini, Spirit's advising you, you need to be confident within yourself. At a soul level, this like not knowing yourself, not like feeling like things aren't going to work out, feeling like these toxic energies are going to recycling, just feeling like you're not knowing yourself and trying to figure out who you are again. Spirit's advising you to kind of like just love yourself, date yourself. You don't need to date other people. You can date yourself. You can get to know yourself. What do you like? How do you like your baths? How do you like your food? How do you like your eggs? What do you like? Me, like when I made some changes in my life, I like sheets and blankets that are really, 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 really soft. So it was a little pricey, but I went and I got my sheets and my blankets and my pillows that were really, 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 really soft. And on days that it's hard for me and I'm feeling a certain type of way, I lay in my bed and I enjoy my blankets and my pillows and my sheets that are really, really, really soft. I love them. So do things for you. And even if it's like a sheet set, blanket set, whatever you want to save up for, whatever you need to do, Gemini, you need to bring things in your environment that make you happy. And the more that you see them, the more that you can touch them, taste it, feel it, what is it? Sleep with it, taste it, touch it. I don't know. Abraham Hicks says it. She's amazing. You all should check her out. But have those around you, have that in your environment so you're not deprived, so that you can see it, touch it when you're feeling those types of way. All right, thoughts. 9 of Cups. Dang, Gemini. You need to be thinking about your wish fulfillment. You need to be like, instead of thinking about your doubt and your neglect, think about, don't speak it. Think about it. If I win the lottery, how would I spend it? And don't talk about it. Think about it. This is your crowning energy. Think about it. Your wish fulfillment. Think about your wish fulfillment. Don't think about your doubt and neglect in the past and how people did and da 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 da. Think about your wish fulfillment. Play pretend if you need to. How does that food taste? What does that look like? How does those pillows feel? How does that person look? How do they treat you? What do you guys do together? Like, don't think about that person exactly, but the energy that you feel with them. Think about that. Spirit's advising you to think about that. All right, this near future where you have this. Okay, you got a couple. Okay, so you know this is coming, Gemini. So Spirit's advising you to use your intuition. Get out of your fear. And when this moment comes, those moments as they come, listen to your intuition. Then you have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. Oh, you got the Four of Wands out here 3 times with all 3 decks that we've used. I love that for you, Gemini. So definitely you're going to have a solid, stable environment. That's where you're going. That's what you're going to get. But I feel like you need to be truthful with yourself and like check yourself in those moments. Like when you're having those doubtful moments, check yourself. Like, that's not true. I am not of doubt. I do not have neglect. I am not abandoned. I am chosen. I am prosperous. I am abundant. I have a wonderful family. I am loved. I am able. I am capable. My finances are in order. I'm prosperous. Whatever it is for you, you need to speak your truth in that way so that you live your truth. Make your truth be your truth. It's not somebody else's. It's yours. Final outcome. Okay, the Six of Swords. Yeah, so Spirit's advising you to move away from things that are no longer serving you. With it being swords energy, I feel like that's the way that you communicate with yourself and to others, the way you think. I feel like you need to definitely move away from negative thinking, negative energies, with the Six of Swords being in your final outcome advice. And then you have the Page of Cups for your final bottom of the deck advice. So you need to be loving and compassionate and nurturing towards yourself, Gemini. You need to be more kind in your communication towards others in your environment. Before we go, we're going to get another message. Gemini for December. Alright, last shuffle. Gemini. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Spirit said. Divine being, 16 breaks down to a 7. So you are divine, Gemini. Understand that, appreciate that. Allow that to be one of the first and foremost things that you absorb into your new being while you're recreating yourself. Know that you're divine and that beautiful things are intended for you. Oh, and then you have manifestation, 10. Compassion, 17 breaks down to 8. Awakening, 9. Self-realization, 15 is a 6. All right, Gemini. So be mindful, because what you are thinking, you are creating. Have compassion for yourself and those in your environment. Be aware of what you're thinking in those moments. If you're not feeling good, check your thoughts so you can check your feelings. Yeah, I feel like you're just going to be more aware. And I feel like you're going to connect with your intuition more these days in December, going into 2023. All right, so that's what I have for you. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light.